All right. Well, we're here. We're live. We're taking people's questions. Someone might get a spin of the wheel. I don't know. Who knows anymore? It's trying to snow up here. I just want to know if people have powder panic. We do have a poll today in the chat. So, should we start extorting snowboard companies? Yes, no. Why not? You're being accused of it. And isn't that just selling out? So, make sure you answer that when you get a chance. And we're going to try to see where that ends up towards the end of this live stream. We're going to be here for about 2 hours, give or take. Probably more take than give. We're going to take 2 hours and then we're going to leave because I got shit to do. So we've started filming and reviewing the 2025 products. So if you're a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, they will start dropping April 1st right now. So I've been scheduling for April, May, and June right now, and we'll see. But I think TC and I are shooting for 200 products this year. Yeah. So as you can see, TC has one of his big black products right behind him, his big black Canon.
Nope, listen.
So yeah,
203.
203. Rode that today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's start off with our boy letters because it's the first thing, and it says Smash Pow Spray Skiers, Jib Fat Skier Kids. Always. Oh, ooh, next question gets a spin. So we'll go to the next one down from Tibby TT. Been in Austria for a week. Not a clue in sight. Thank God. They can't even export that shit to their Germanic cousins. The Austrians do, however, appear to go with the flow for a quick rear entry. That's true. The Germanic cousins are known for giving the back door a try. They'll sneak right in. Just sneak right in. Ooh, join Angry Snowboarder VIP. Also, for anyone that's coming on 222 to Ski Cooper to our Thirsty Thursday meetup, we're giving away a ticket to one lucky winner. You have to be able to attend to claim the ticket, though. If you can't attend, we will put it up next week on the live stream. So there is that. All right. Got this super chat from Stuff I Find Interesting. I'm mad at myself. I accidentally ruined my board. I was doing a P-Tex repair and messed up the base. At least I used another fun board today. Stay angry. I have so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you just melt a whole candle into one glob on the board? Because you should be able to cut that out.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know, or like, what did you do? I want to know.
Could have had the torch too close to the base and melted the base too.
Yeah, did you bubble that? Did you separate the sidewall by doing that and the edge?
Mm.
What did you do? Center? Ooh, hot soup coming through. Hot soup coming through. All right, so we got this question here from Milo. Thoughts on the sale to both Jackson's Hole to a private group of local residents and A-Basin to Altera? Do you think Jackson will leave the Icon Pass and will A-Base still be limited number of days? Oh, Jackson's leaving every type of pass that it can now.
Yeah.
The reason it got sold is somebody up there got pissed that they stood in a lift line for the first time in their life and we're like, fuck this. We know enough people. Let's buy it. That's what that was. You know, like Jackson in the winter is dead. Jackson in the summer is crazier than Breckenridge on its worst day in the winter. You know, so that as far as A-Basin goes, oh, it's fucked. It's fucked.
Yeah.
So they're going to do a Summit Value Pass with Copper and A-Basin on it. And they're probably going to offer it for $3.99 or $2.99. They're going to offer it for something stupid. And it might have some blackout days on it, but it's going to be there. Watch. That's what they're going to do to compete with the or the Epic Local or the Keystone Value or whatever the fuck it is. And that's what it's going to be. And then the only thing that I could see that would be good coming out of this is the traverse back from the Beavers to get to the front side. I could see them throwing a rope tow on that cat track. And that would be like the only thing that would be the good, because they don't have to replace any of the chairs. They've all been upgraded. They're all relatively new. And I doubt they're going to do any terrain expansion. So what that leaves is either another rope tow or more snowmaking. They can't expand the parking lot. Like that's limited. But I mean, I'm kind of stoked because that's 2 less season passes I have to buy next year. So I'll save like $1,200, $1,100, something like that. But yeah, that's
I don't know. I'm bummed.
yeah.
I am bummed about A Basin. Never been to Jackson, but I mean, I guess I'd pay for a lift ticket if nobody else is going to be there. I would be really bummed if they turned it into a skiers only mountain, but
We should
hopefully
start a
doesn't
rumor
happen.
that the locals that bought it was Willie McMillan from Bluebird and Brian Iguchi, and it's going to become a snowboarders only place. That's the rumor. That's the rumor we're rolling with here. So yeah, that's that's it. Okay, we got this one here from Mike Lunkar. Is there a do-it-all board you could recommend to a crusty old Canadian? I live in Ontario, so it's mostly resort riding. I'm 5'9", 230 pounds, size 11 boots. Cheers. Yeah, man, you just need a rad dad board. I would look at that weight, probably like a Ride Algorithm or a Jones Mountain Twin. What do you have, TC?
I was thinking like a Capita Mercury or even like I was even thinking like an Assassin Pro, just a little extra beef there just for the weight. Otherwise, you'll fold a regular one in half.
Yeah, that might be a little too well. The edge hold might not be good enough for that Ontario snow with
It
that
might not
board.
be.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll take this super chat from Mike T. Hashtag banana broke. Hashtag the gunkening is over. Hashtag more chaos. That's definitely all Discord talk right there. Ugh. Ooh, cucked. Nope, wait. Ooh, click the links. You got a double bounce back on that. What's going on? No, that's still tight. All right. Well, we got this one from Rich Foster. Heading to New Mexico Saturday. If I'm lucky enough to hit some pow, should I set the bindings back on my shadow band or try it normal first? Set them back. Slam them back. If they get more than 6 inches, slap it back. You'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we got our boy Kim. Hey, what's up, guys? Love having you guys feeling my obsession. Currently practicing, busting my ass in my backyard. Love the streams. Dude's listening to us and building features in his backyard. So
get some butt pads. It'll make everything much better.
Yeah. So that's yeah. All right. Hang on. What the hell's going on over here? Something's being weird. We're still here, so I know we haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other computer that monitors the stream is going cattywampus on my ass. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. All right, let's see. Mr. Emil Olsen went to Italy last week. Countless flows. 2 clues. Oh, man.
It's like a virus. They're kind of spreading very slowly.
They're like a bad case of herpes. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it is that's what they are. But I think it's real funny that Snowboard Jesus had to unblock me because he blocked me last year after I ran mental circles around him for X Games and not knowing who Todd Richards was. So he unblocked me to accuse me of doing extortion to snowboard companies. It was pretty fucking funny. Dude bought his audience on YouTube, which is even more hilarious. He bought it over Christmas. I watched. Where is it? So he's like, yo, how's life? Hope you're good. Still working the liquor store and extorting companies. I haven't worked at the liquor store in 5 years. I just wanted to stop by and say thanks for everything, my dude. You almost single-handedly changed my life. Thank you. And I was like, what's it like buying your audience? He's like, hey, man, never change. And he's out. Like, don't tell me that Clue did not tell him to do something because he was because he's sponsored by him. He's paid to promote him. Okay. Let's see. We'll take this one from the Send It Syndicate. Yo, what's up? What's yours and TC's favorite snowboarders you met in person? Mine is Igmar Backman, who I took a few laps with at Hemavan. I don't know. Like, it's weird for me to think that way because I know a lot of pro snowboarders and I just hang out with them when they're around. So I'm kind of just like, oh, okay. Like, I've hung out with DCP, I've hung out with Rankwit, Torstein I see regularly. The big one for me was when Kevin Jones hit me up and asked for a free T-shirt. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll send you anything you want. What do you want? I'll give you anything. So yeah, that was it. What about you, sir?
Mine was probably the first one I ever met when I was like 12 years old. It was Danny Cass. And he was doing like an autograph signing thing. And I showed up so late. And he was like, yeah, I'll still sign it. Like, he'll be the last one. So I just stood in line and I was the last person that got to meet him and Dingo and talk with them. And that was actually pretty cool. So that would be. Otherwise, I think they're just normal people like us. It is what it is. Like, I don't get starstruck over it. Be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I've ridden in the gondola with Red Gerard and Breck. And it was just like having a normal conversation, like with anybody else. So, yeah, I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
hold him on a higher pedestal.
yeah. Zeb Powell was one of my campers.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, that's my thing. Like, I've known Red since he was a little turd burglar, and we used to like pick him up by his ankles and hold him and dunk him in the snow and shit. Like, no, like
I don't know. I still talk shit to Mick Deerdorf. Like, every time I see him, I tell him he's slow. And he's like, he went to the Olympics for racing and everything. Like, he's pro. He's a great snowboarder, but I'm still going to talk mad shit to him. Like, every time I see him.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, like I don't know. They put their boots on one foot at a time. I mean, I've hung out with Todd Richards probably the most, and that one's always just funnier because his humor and my humor very much blend together, and we will crack jokes about all sorts of shit, which was funny. If anyone has followed us on Instagram, either Todd or I or us here, we posted up that Montclair ad where they had the Nidecker Megalight or Ultralight or whatever it was with Union Felcors with the whacked out stance. So I sent Todd a message this morning. I was like, hey, who do you think's going to be the first vlogger to try to ride with that stance and make a video and blow their knee out? And then some like dude over, I don't even know where he was, set the stance up like that was interesting. That was real interesting to see that. But let's give this man a spin. Oh, try again. All right. We got a WPLD. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. Looking for a go anywhere, do anything board for travel. Really liking the standard size 10.5, 185 pounds. Any similar suggestions are Katana and Astro high backs interchangeable. High backs are interchangeable on those bindings. Don't worry about that. Standard's a fun board, can do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, basically what you're asking is just what all mountain freestyle boards are out there. So if you haven't seen our top 5 all mountain freestyle boards, I would definitely go look at that. Because that's going to give you, it's not really 5, it's 8. We lie.
Yeah.
We lie. We over deliver
5 + 3
promise.
It's a 5 + 3 type of deal.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, so check that list out. It's in the top 5s. All right. We got this one from Tyler Hype. Am I the asshole for mean mugging the 2 adult boarders who didn't want me to make 3 with them on the quad after citing she's new to riding? It was a pow day and Bunny Hill is 100 yards away. # powder panic. I mean, I do that to people all the time. TC was pushing that 203 across the line, making sure no one could get up on it today.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this thing actually works. Like, it's a bitch to get through the lift line, but once you do, you can just turn it sideways and it's like, no one's coming with us today.
Yeah.
Like, it's a me thing.
Dude, you can survive the extra 10 feet of chair, 20 feet of space. It's fine.
Yeah.
Especially if they're beginners. They're not stealing your fucking POW. Powder panic is real, though. I've watched some really stupid shit lately with people like trying to get it.
I think there was powder panic today. When I showed up, everybody was sitting over at the bubble chair, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, it was 4 inches, guys, and it wasn't a good 4. And like, I was like, what is going on here? And it was like all the way backed up to where you get in, like the buzzing gate. And I'm like, what is happening here? So yeah, go over to the gondola and there was nobody there. The cannon barely fit in the gondola. I told the lady, she's like, you only got 2? And they're like, well, we'll call it 3 because of this thing. And I had to like wedge it all the way sideways in the gondola and like pull it out. Yeah, it's
Dude,
comical putting it
those
in and
two
out.
randoms that they put in there with us, the woman was paranoid that it was going to fall on her. And I'm
Yeah.
like, lady, it's stuck to the ceiling. That thing's
Yeah,
not
it wedged
moving.
in there, and I had to actually like pound the window closed because it wedged in the window and it wouldn't like close. I'm like, oh shit! Like, just our luck, it just gets stuck in the gondola, can't get it out. So
It's just doing laps right now as we
yeah,
speak. Like, yeah, no, powder panic. Like, I made the mistake of going snowboarding on the weekend. I went on Sunday and I got stuck with some fucking jamook that wouldn't shut the fuck up. And he just kept talking. And there was like some random kid in the middle who, actually gave me some advice on like where some stuff was open because I was asking him because he'd hit it. And this guy's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna like follow you." And I was like, "Don't fucking follow me. You fucking suck. I don't want to ride with you. You won't shut the fuck up. You called me a goofy goober because I'm goofy footed. I'm sorry, dude. Then you almost fell getting on the chairlift. Like, pound sand, nerd." Ugh. All right. We got a super chat from Letters. Still no L Stacker sightings. Slushy Shredder misses him. Oh, man. What happened to the L Stacker up at Bogus Basin? Is he dead? The world needs to know. Ooh, spray some skiers. All right. We got Luke Scherzanowski. Biggest snowboard model revamp letdown in recent member, i.e. Slush Slasher 2.0, K2 special effects, etc. Hashtag TC Taco Fund, hashtag Chernobyl. Biggest one, hands down, the Rosinal XV. I don't know what the fuck they did to that thing, but they made it a giant fucking turd. Like, that board, consistently, you could just get on it. You knew it was going to ride. And then they redid the whole flex on it and everything. And it is just the biggest fucking turd out there. It's like, you're like, what the fuck? That thing sucks. You got any standouts for you, sir?
the cruiser.
Well, yeah.
And
That board
then
got
the
it.
other-
That board is good next year.
See, okay.
That was definitely a factory switch issue.
That was the factory fuck up for sure. But the one that really stuck out to me was, I hate to say it, but the old Burton trick pony. When it had the double indented, great. The year after that, I don't know what they did to it, but it became a totally different board, and it was just dog shit after that.
Are you talking about when it had the mid scoop or the center scoop or whatever, the 3D shaping in the nose and the tail?
That would have been the year after, but before it was just the double indents in the nose and tail.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the double mini swallowtail. Okay.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorites, and then the following year they totally fucked it up and like kind of turned it directional. I think, I don't know, it was terrible.
It's Burton. Who knows what they're doing? They're sitting around making jankum in the office and huffing farts and coming up with different ways to not make snowboarding better, but make it more mediocre. Like, they're not going to be happy until all they do is sell tents, yoga pants, and step-on bindings.
Yeah.
Like, that's
hey, there's good margins in yoga pants.
Oh, well, you won yourself a small sticker pack, sir. Make sure you email me info@angrysnowboarder with that mailing address, and TC will get that in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Luke Charizard, that's what I'm putting it down as. I'm not writing that out. That's a lot of words and letters. I'm confused. But at least I can pronounce Chernobyl.
Just Luke Polish.
Luke Polish. All right. We got this one from Keon Ulmer. Aaron, TC, I'm looking for a stiff full camber board and thinking about the K2 Hypnotist or the Rome Renegade. Will the Now Select Pro or Solomon District Pro bindings go well with either boards? Go with the Select Pro if you're going to go that route. You're going to want that stiffer heel cup in there. But yeah.
Yep. And either of those will do. Just flip a coin.
All right. We got Rough. RIP. Rest in peace. TC's taco and booger sugar habit. Those damn rent raisers. Yeah, my rent went up today. Landlord's like, it's going up $200 next month. I was like, fuck, god damn it. And of course, it's the day that the town decides to hit my staircase with the plow. And I'm like looking at it, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. They hit it again. This thing's going to collapse. It collapses. I'm just not going to pay rent. I'm going to be like, literally, the staircase collapsed. Like,
I can't get in or out.
I can't even get into my house. I have to go I have to climb up there and lower my dog down on a rope. Like, this is fucked. Ugh. Spray some skiers. See, I'm 4th warranted battalion board in 4 years, 2 separated sidewalls, 1 cracked top sheet. Am I getting unlucky, or do they have QA issues? Or you're landing twisted, and when you land twisted, that energy has to go somewhere. So either the sidewall pops or the top sheet cracks. Could be whatever binding you're using. If you're on a Malavita or even a Cartel, I bet you that's doing it. Like, most people don't realize when a board delams and you're actually like riding it regularly, it's because you counter twisted it when you landed. The board saved you from dying because it just went and blew apart. So, yeah. All right.
That's good that they keep warrantying it, though, for you.
Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly. All right. We got Andrew. Hello, I bought a 152 Solomon Huck Knife Pro last year, and I never used. Now I'm 30 pounds heavier. Can I still ride this thing, or should I take a loss and sell it for a bigger size? I'm 195 pounds now. 52 was small for you last year.
Yeah.
You're taking the loss on that one, bud.
Yeah.
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 All right. We got this one from Ultramo. Hyped to hear about the K2 Almanac, the party platter replacement. Thoughts? Fingers crossed for a review. Well, I mean, we're going to get one. It's just our guy that was going to give us one is in Japan riding with Andrew Burns. So he's smashing pow. So until he gets back, we'll be riding other stuff. But the Rome stuff shipped today. I finished up some of the battalions. So, like, the new Surfer here, which this thing got super fucking light. Like, I swear to God, they shaved 2 pounds off this thing. And then, like, you got the Mark Carter back here from Arbor, the new GPS, Brian Iguchi's board. This thing is stiff as fuck. Or for those people that like to make surfy Japan-style surf turns, the new Padre. This thing's freaking money, dude. Money. Although TC and I did discover one thing. Arbor has no clue what their flex ratings mean. They're so inconsistent. They are completely just off in the ether. So
the metal machine was not what advertised, but it was fun. It was really fun. I enjoyed that board, but a little different than you expect.
Yeah. All right, so we'll take this one from S01. I get Achilles pain day after riding. I play b-ball for hours, sprint workout with no issues. Riding the Ion Boa, idea for boot adjustments. So it's because you're in a snowboard boot and not in a high top. So what it's doing is those J bars are putting pressure on the Achilles in there. So if you haven't heat molded the liner, that might be one thing to do. You might actually have to cut the liner and pull a little bit of foam on those internal J bars in there. Or maybe the J bars aren't gripping where they should. Your foot's not sitting in there right. You gotta diagnose what the problems. You got to start with the liner, the footbed, and then back to the liner again. And then from there, it's, do you add foam? Do you remove foam and shit from like that? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll give you a spin here.
Also depends on how many days he has, too.
Yeah. Ooh, ouch. You lose. That's rough.
Close, though. Close.
Oh, right. And our boy Curtis Jackson. Seems like all bindings are heel heavy. True or false? True.
That is true.
That's true.
I have noticed.
Even if you get it as centered as you can, it's always going to be a little heel heavy just because of the anatomy of the way we ride.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, even if you try to center any, like, center of binding, for the most part, it's going to want to be heel heavier than it is toe. Like, So
unless you're this dude Ross that used to live here who would shift his discs all the way forward.
Mhm.
He's like, no heel overhang. And I was like, dude, your toes sticking out like that much.
Yeah,
And
but if
he
you
would
don't go toe
he
side,
would
it doesn't
pop
matter.
back fives off his toes. And everyone's like, how does he do it? And I was like, I don't know. He's got like 3 inches of feet hanging off. He's just
He uses his toes. He pretty much stops on the lip and just jumps with his toes off at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
With the
So
board connected to his heels.
yeah. All right. Okay. We got S. Scott 1986. Copper was surprisingly good today. It was cold. It was very cold. Thirsty Thursday is going to be lit. I won another jackpot. Hashtag Banana Rich Boys. So for anyone that doesn't know, we have a Discord and we created a banana bot that got a little out of hand because you could type triangle spin, and then it would make a spin and you could win bananas. And then everyone was like, well, if I can't spin on the live stream, I'm going to do this so that you win bananas. And as you get more bananas, then you can gunk people, which changes their name. And it got so out of hand, I had to block the banana bot. So now you can only spin and gunk from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Thursdays while the live stream is going on. The Discord is pure fucking utter chaos. Just pure fucking chaos at any given point. I think there was 2 hours of meme wars last night. Fucking ridiculous. Ooh, try again. You almost got the Thirsty Thursday ticket. All right, let's see. All right. Well, let's see. We'll take Henry Degenerate looking for a spin. We'll give him a spin because we can. Ooh, cooked. Next person gets a spin. Oh, that's fine. So the next person would actually be someone that's doing a super chat. We'll go down. I like this. We'll give this one to Josiah. Red Gerard's sister has a cookbook and website. She's an influencer.
I think she's actually a pretty good cook, though.
So I've heard. Well, there you go.
She was a private chef.
Have yourself a small sticker pack. So you know how to claim it. All right. And then we got a super chat from our moderator down in Aspen, Carlos Enriquez. Dude, I was about to call you. I was worried. I thought you died. Hadn't seen you in a while. Hadn't gotten a text. Didn't know what was going on. Making sure you didn't fall into like some missile silo the Walton family's having you build. For all I know, one of the Kardashians kidnapped him. Oh, Avon rigged this. In other news, we actually got a letter today, from Ted from Shred Ahead Snowboarding. And it says, greetings, Avon. Enclosed is a sticker. And it's actually Ted as a painted, as a watercolored die cut. Oh. Yeah. No, it's Ted. All 385 years of him. And he's like, quick backstory. One of those beautiful days on the mountain, the marketing guy was out taking pictures and caught me riding. I posted the shot on my Facebook. An artist friend painted a watercolor from the pic. Another friend decided I needed a sticker. Jim and I are trying to spend more time on the mountain, but the weather has been uncooperative. Had all the possible various conditions a winter can have in the first 6 weeks, and now trying to find the wax that goes from 40 degrees in rain to negative 20 and 25 in wind chill. Be well, Ted. And that's from Ted from Shred Ahead Snowboard. So maybe I'll sticker it and put it up here or something back there. Have Ted looking over my shoulder, keeping an eye on me. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. We'll take this one from Jason Song. Should beginner intermediate be riding with the Vans Infuse? Is it too stiff? The best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. Boot flexes are bullshit because if I'm 6 feet tall with a size 10 and I'm 200 pounds, Is the guy that's 5'3" and 125 pounds in a size 8 going to flex it the exact same? No. Even if he's a size 10, is he going to flex it the same? No. It's not. Like, right, the KG Thraxis, I don't think it's stiff enough.
I mean, you take the stiffeners out, and it's really
Yeah.
not a stiff boot at that point. Like, it's right in the middle of the road if you're just an average person. So, hell, if you're a big dude, yeah, it's probably gonna be soft as baby shit for you, honestly. Like, I thought that boot was soft when I rode it. So
Yeah, Van's boots, even their stiffest boot, is like not stiff. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's not super stiff.
no.
That'd be like the
And it
infused.
just, and remember, a boot will get softer every day you use it.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got the super chat from Aaron Barella. Party Mod's still the best flat camber board for park. It's not flat camber, it's flat to rocker. There's a difference. If you're looking for straight flat camber, get the Dinosaurs Will Die Holtz Pro. That board fucks. Hot soup coming through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. All right, we'll take this one from Dylan Perry. What do I do with all the crotch goblins on the tow rope, but the mom is hot? Too many kooks in Indiana. Simple. You bang the mom. You get her pregnant so that way, and you make sure that it is a complicated pregnancy so she can't drive the kids to the rope tow. On top of the fact she pops out your kid, and then you've got spare organs and bone marrow to prolong your life.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Either that or just grab the rope and whip it a few times and watch them go flying.
Or you take it outside the path. You just kind of lean on it, take it outside, and they'll all fall in the path, and you'll skirt right around them. And they'll be like, I don't want to go on the tow rope anymore. That guy's an asshole. And there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Hmm.
You know. Or you hide under a feature, and then when they go by, you grab them and pull them under, and you make sure you release a red balloon. Just saying. Just saying. You know? There's options here. There's options. Lose a turn. All right. All right, let's see what's up. Okay, we got Danny Garcia. What's up, guys? Huge shout out. You guys keep me sane during the week and love listening to you too. Have a lib rig and a yes. Pick your line on ink, so I'm covered there. Indoor survival or spring break twin for next year. Can't go wrong with either of them. Go with the better graphic, which will probably be the spring break twin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, there's differences in like the carbon layup, but they feel the same. Okay. From Milo, now that you both have ridden the Supermatics, what all mountain fun uncle board do you think match up with it well? Also, my Sasquatch of a friend said the Supermatics fit his size 14 boots, no problem. Yeah, unlike Clue, where you'd have to order extra strap extensions, the Supermatics can in the because they do make the bigger size will fit in there. I mean, you know, if you're rocking Supermatics, you're not going for performance. Let's be real here. Performance has gone out the window. You are going for convenience and comfort. So you don't need anything too stiff. So I'm thinking like an Assassin, maybe a Ride Shadow Band.
Yeah.
Captain Outer Space Living. Jones
Yeah.
Frontier.
Yeah, man.
I mean, what else you got there, TC?
I mean, yeah, if you're going more directional cruiser, I would maybe go flagship depending on your skill level if you're just like cruising out there. Otherwise, like man, I don't know. You covered so many. Maybe I would on it. Well, if you're getting it this year, that's not gonna work. But otherwise I'd say like a ride moderator, but I mean Shadow Band would be totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be talking about next year's shit. We're on this year still.
Yeah, I know.
We live in the
go back to
future.
the catalog in my head. Like, no, that's not gonna work. Like, because otherwise, I was gonna say an Arterbird Coda, but
Yeah,
next year.
Coda. Yeah. All
Coda would
right.
work.
Let's take this next one from Chris Yee. Any shops near Beaver Creek or Keystone that demo Karua? Flying out today and hoping to give one a try. There's only one shop that does, and that is the Underground on Main Street, Breck. So call Andy and the boys and set something up.
Yep.
All right. So we got another super chat from Carlos Enriquez. Sorry, I've been absent. Busy winter. Have you guys ridden the Satori? Yes, I have. But our editor's on vacation, so that video won't get edited for a couple days. So, but yeah, I rode it. Very playful, fun board. Definitely downsize on it. Rode it in the 54. Hit a lot of rocks with it. That board was a rock magnet. But,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, hit another
everywhere. Yeah,
clank. Oh, Jesus Christ! But the base was actually fairly strong with it. I mean, it didn't like blow it out.
Yeah, there really wasn't anything to write home about, like damage-wise on the bottom. So.
Yeah, no.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. My friend Corey's actually borrowing it right now. He wants to go rip it around Breck. Oh, I rigged it. I rigged this. Okay, let's see. All right, we got Simi 007. Hey, looking for a board that carves well in all conditions, charges hard, and has good pop for side hits. Rarely ride switch, size 9 boots, lighter rider. Any recommendations? I mean, what, like a free carver from Jones probably, or like maybe a Karua pencil, or you want something that can chart, like even a Nidecker Mosquito. Maybe an Arbor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I was thinking like a Stratos, a Jones Stratos.
Yeah, it's stiffer.
Otherwise, like
Amplid Safari or Holy Grail. So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was like, well, does he want a directional? Does he want a directional twin? Like,
there's no
true
switch.
twin. Like,
doing full directional.
Yeah, I mean, like a Deep Fake then, or like even like a Dynamo by Benetek.
GNU Gremlin.
GNU Gremlin.
Yeah.
Nidecker Alpha, maybe.
I would go with the Alpha. I'd go to the Beta.
The Beta, okay.
More directional, and I'd go with the APX if you want it stiffer. So.
Yeah. That's one from every brand almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Nerd superposition, and now we got them all covered. Yeah, P-Seeker.
P-Seeker from Ride.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, my knees are cheesed with the super chat. Looking good, boys. Ready for Thirsty Thursday. What's the point of rotating what's the point of rotating your high back to be parallel to the heel edge? I never understood the advantage. Hashtag TC's Cobar. Hashtag fat bitches need love too. Hashtag you guys are getting paid. Hashtag extort them all. Or extort them all. It could be extort them all or extort them all. I like to extort the mall.
I think it's the mall.
Me too. Mall stores. Honestly, I believe there's no reason to ever rotate your high back. Ever.
No.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
Like my theory is like with your angle, it's like if you rotate the high back to be parallel. So if this is your angle and your high back would be here and you rotate it here, when you drive back, you're now hitting only part of the high back. You're not pushing back into it. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess if you're doing like some really aggressive tweaks or some weird ass carves. Yeah. I don't know.
I still don't think so.
Yeah. I don't do it.
No.
I probably haven't done it since 1998.
16?
Jesus Christ, wait. Maybe I've been doing the math wrong on how long I've been riding.
You got to carry the one.
Yeah. Try again. All right. Okay. Jason Evangelista. Avern TC, what's your opinions on the fixed Magnum bindings? I'm thinking of picking up a set from Darkside, using it for park groomers, glade riding.
Yep. I like them.
Did you ride? You
That's
rode the
Magnum.
Magnum, right?
Yeah, I thought that was the Magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the maroon one, I thought, with the dampening plate on the bottom, or with the urethane pad. I liked them, honestly, for the price. It's a great binding. Like, it's definitely more responsive than I expected. Like, when you squeeze the ankle strap on it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
When you squeeze the ankle strap on it, it's stiffer, like, than you expect when it's on your foot. But that thing,
no, actually, the
really
fixed stuff,
worked.
like, I rode it when it first came out, and I was like, it had some room for improvement. And then 2 years after that, they tweaked some stuff, and I saw it, but I didn't get to ride it. And then last year, the Postal Service actually sent it all back. But Jason, the owner, so TC rode this Magnum, and like you said, the strap, you look at it and you think, oh, okay, this is going to be really soft, and it's actually got some rigidity to it. The heel cup's adjustable, like they're not a bad binding for the price. Like, they're really good bang for the buck.
The one thing I would say is on the toe strap, if you have like a square toe box, it doesn't hold it that well. I ended up rocking it on top, which is super comfortable with it. But if you have a rounded toe box, I think it would like grip it better, where it would mold around it better, where mine's just too square and abrupt that it kept falling off if I landed a little flat or anything like that. So that was the only gripe I had with it. I put it on top. It was comfortable. I didn't even notice it. It was all good then.
But I mean,
And it looks steezy.
you look like one of them kids.
Yeah.
One of the kids. But yeah, no, yeah, because I think Darkside has a collab binding with them, I think. So I would definitely. What's the Magnum retail for? $229, $219?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah, 250 maybe?
No, because it's not, because that'd be closer to the RB1, and I want to say it's cheaper than that. Maybe 239. Either way, I think it's under 250. So
260.
with tax, probably 250. So yeah.
Yeah, it's 260. I just looked it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because the RB1's 289. Everything's under 3, I thought.
Yeah. And then they've got another binding. I just wrote it yesterday. It's their entry level. I think it's like
169, I think. Or maybe no. 1. Yeah, something like that.
It's stupid cheap. And I was like, yeah, okay, it doesn't have a forward lean adjustment, but I was like, actually rides really good for what it is. I was really surprised on that. So
yeah.
All right. We'll take this one from Connor Mangum. I weigh 175 pounds. I'm 5'10-ish. Is a 158 centimeter a good size for a freestyle park board? Also size 10.5 boot. Thanks. If you're hitting big jumps, yes. If you're looking for more around and progressing, I would probably say a 55 would be better for you at that weight.
Yeah, 55, 56. But yeah, I mean, if you're already, you like to go a little more aggressive, mate, you could go with the 58. But normally I go with a 56 in the park.
Yeah, I'm 54.
And I'm like 6 foot 160.
54 is my go-to, but I'm also geriatric as fuck. Although TC got to watch me first try a DFD on the Nitro.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll board slide it.
That was funny.
Like Steve ass ollie, just boom, boom, board slide. All right. We got Centauri 2410. Hey guys, stoked. I just got a wired directive. Awesome. Are my Nitro team bindings a good match for this, or is there something better? Nah, slap them on, go ride. Go ride. All right. Let's see. Ooh, super chat here from our boy, Jackoff Beat. Help, I'm having Japow withdrawals. The number of people sitting down to step on it in Niseko was too damn high. Hashtag RIP L-Stackers Adventures. Hashtag Konnichiwa, bitches. Dude, he was getting the pow. Although he had to ride one of the most remedial snowboards ever. The elevated surf craft with it's a reverse taper and it's a pow board.
Oh, wild.
Like, no.
So the nose wants to sink then? Yeah, what?
You're basically putting all your, well, you got to remember, so the guy that runs elevated runs like a 9-inch stance. So his feet are like this far apart. So he's on the back foot. So he's leaning. So it's just popping straight up. But yeah, Fuck that brand.
Weird.
Yeah. Oh, so close. So close to getting that Thirsty Thursday ticket because I know he's coming. But yeah, Ski Cooper, Thirsty Thursday. Get your tickets. There should be a link in the description if you're coming out. That's 222. We'll be meeting up. We're going to it's a ride day. We did it last year. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bunch of reps coming, bunch of company owners. If you want to ride like a nerd snowboard, I'll post something in the next few days about that. And I think the Capita rep might be bringing aeronauts to try out too. I think that's what he's going to bring is just aeronauts. And which I was like, that's all you need. One board. I'm just going to tell every company you can only bring one board for people to ride. That's it. They're like, wait, what? And I was like, you can bring the full size run, but you can only bring one board. That way it eliminates people being like, well, I don't know. It's like, this is what I have, and this is what you can ride if you want to. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to get the details pinned out, and then there'll be something on the community tab here. There'll be something over on our Patreon, which is Angry Snowboarder VIP, and probably even post something on Instagram. I got threatened to get punched in the mouth because I wouldn't answer a guy's question because it was the vaguest thing ever. He was like, Rosinal XV or K2 Alchemist. I was like, sure. I don't know what you fucking want it for. He's like, listen here, asshole. Answer the fucking question. I asked that you can do this. And he's like being super aggro. And I was like, well, man, if you ask really vague questions, you're going to get really vague answers. And if you don't have manners when you come back the second time, you can suck a fart out of my ass, you douche canoe. He's like, oh, you think you're real tough behind the keyboard? You wouldn't be saying that to my face. And I was like, I live in Summit County. I ride copper and A-base, and come on out anytime. I guarantee when you meet me in person, you're going to realize I'm a lot bigger than you and I'm a lot meaner. And I was like, do it. I was like, we'll also be at Thirsty Thursday if you really want to come up. Because I could just see our boy Kevin B's all like 6'3", 290 pounds, just be like, I put him in a pretzel lock. It's like, come on out. Come for the shred. Stay for the throat punch. Fucking horrible. Also, we got a new sticker idea, so we got that coming out. I got to update the store, but once we do, we'll have some more stuff. Okay. We'll take this super chat from Jason Evangelista. For the boys, hashtag spray skiers, hashtag tacos. Toe side. Never. All right, we got Sang Park. Currently enjoying my ride War Pig, but wanted to try something with camber for the first time. Demo day coming up with Arbor, Burton, Battalion, and K2. What should I try? Volume shifter for the short and fat. So with Arbor, go take out the Satori camber. Battalion, Party Wave Twin. Burton, don't give a fuck. K2, what's that new one? The Mandate? Almanac, that's it. Yeah. So there you go. So 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Yep.
All right. And we got a super chat from Nick Lloyd. So if we're going downhill at top speed, does anything top the commissioner? Hashtag need for speed. Hashtag turning is for skiers. I mean, that Arbor Candle Rain sure as hell gave it a run for the money. But if you're looking for straight speed without dampening, I do think the Capita Megadeth beats it. It has a better base finish. So there is that.
Or a free Carver 9000.
Free Carver 9000. You could probably do a Karua Cafe Racer Plus too. So you got more than a few options there, bud.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're making it to Thirsty Thursday, 222 at Ski Cooper, we will buy your ticket for you. So make sure you email me, info@angrysnowboarder. And if you want to claim this, because if you don't, we will give it to someone else. But if you're coming out for that day, we will give you that ticket. And that was the one that we were going to give away for the day. So It's gone. Maybe back next week. I don't know. We'll see. Can't be
See if he
spending money.
claims the prize. Nick,
See
you
if
have
he
a
claims
week.
the prize. Yeah. If he claims the prize, it goes. Okay. I love this. I opened the Discord at work the other day and it was just gifs of people vomiting. Close that shit real quick. Well, yeah, it was a puke war. What'd you expect? It's fucking chaos in there. There is no rhyme or reason. There are no threads. And the rules are simple. Don't come in hot. Don't be a homophobe. Don't be a transphobe. Don't be racist. Don't do anything. And never scroll up. Those are the 3 rules. After that, anything pretty much flies. All right, Steven Evison. Chaps, have you ever considered giving your own flex rating, 1 through 10 on your reviews? I've always questioned from one man to another, how do they compare rating? Best snowboarding channel on YouTube? No, because I don't believe in unquantifiable numbers. That's why when you hear it's below middle of the road, it's middle of the road, it's above middle of the road, it's a fucking death plank, or it's a jib noodle. And then it's where does it flex and how does it flex? That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see that Jones is changing their scale to 1 through 5?
Why? My favorite was when Battalion did 10 through 1.
But it was the opposite.
Where 10 was the softest and 1 was the stiffest.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know, but I saw that and I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "That's gonna confuse the hell out of people."
Yeah.
Says it's a 3.5.
Yeah. And then we got this PSA from Nobody Special. Fuck backpack speaker people. That, or my favorite, are all the people that bought the Insta360 camera. That chick today, the last run, fucking has their little selfie stick. It's a 360-degree camera. She's staring at the fucking thing, not paying attention to anything around her. So she's doing this. And I'm like, honey, you can't even set an edge. Why? No one wants
It was
to watch
funny, wherever the camera went, that's kind of where she just kind of like drifted off to. And there was never a turn. It was just
No, it was
kind of
never
like
a turn. It was like
falling leaf drift down, and you're like, I have to make decisions here.
it's just
'Cause-
cutting people off. Like everyone's trying
Yeah.
to avoid her. I'm like, if I can't avoid someone and I run into them because they're doing that shit, I'm keeping the camera. I'm taking trophies. I'm literally getting up and I'm like, you lost your privileges. This will be at Lost and Found in 3 months. 3 months. And the last closing day, I'll walk in and be like, I found this 3 months ago. You know, that's what I'll do. All right. Okay. And we'll go with this question from Z22. What's a good board for hauling ass and launching side hits? What's your top 2, TC?
I mean, my favorite ever, or just
Right now, current year.
good. Okay. I would say I really like the Super DOA. I haven't ridden the Aeronaut yet, but I'm assuming that's probably what I would say. Otherwise, I mean, I really like the Alchemist. Like, you can just load that thing up and go to the moon with it. That's like one of my favorite. Even on the new one, same thing. Like, that tail is the exact same. You can just launch with it. So I'd say those 2. If we're going, say, like a directional and a non-directional, that's what I would say. What do you got?
Aeronaut is on there, like, for sure. That's a top contender. And then the Ride Deep Fake.
Yeah, okay.
So
I can see that.
Yeah.
Ooh, also my Aviator. That thing fucking goes to the moon with no force whatsoever. So, yeah. I'm into that.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay. Going along with that, we got this one from Carpe DM, which means seize the carp. Best directional board for hard carving and POW. Free Carver 9000, maybe.
I would honestly go like a Hovercraft 2.0 over that if you're gonna take it in the POW more often. That or just like a Flagship Pro. Flagship Pro would do this pretty much the same thing for carving wise, and then
Ultra
be better in the POW.
The Flagship Pro does not exist.
Son of a bitch! Yeah, okay.
Stop living in the future, TC. You live in the present.
Ultra flagship. Sorry.
Next year, it's the Pro. You're going to be confusing these poor people.
Yeah.
They want to know what they can buy now, not what they're going to buy in the fall. We'll tell them what they're going to buy then. We'll validate them.
Yeah.
Which also, did you see all the comments from your top 5 park boards? People are like, I'm validated. It's like the greatest fucking thing ever. Everyone's like, came to see the list. Now I'm validated. Feeling great.
We just change the name to that one. This will just validate you. That's all the list is for park boards. Like, you're good.
You're good.
What do you got though for directionals? Carving.
I mean,
and POW.
Yeah, carving and POW. Like that Karua pencil is solid. It's going to be a little softer. If you really need something stiffer, bump up to the Pencil Plus, but I don't think you need that. I think like the regular pencil will get you to where you need to be. And then, I really like that Nidecker Mosquito.
Okay, like, I'm looking right at it.
That thing's fucking solid, dude. Like it zips a carve, and if you get into POW, it's wide enough that it floats. So
yeah.
Ooh, Ollie, some slow signs. It'll make
on
you
your
feel
carving
better.
board.
Let's see. Maybe you've heard something from this. Chris Yee, speaking of Vans boots, have you heard anything about shoddy build quality with them? Most of their boots on their own website have a few reviews with QC issues and falling apart pretty quick. I mean, I know the liners pack out super quick.
Yeah. Otherwise, a lot of what I've seen is just user error. Like, they make their boots to look really good and stuff. Like, take the Envato Pro or the Aura Pro. For example, they have like a leather exterior on them, and leather and metal edges don't work. So a lot of people that have their problems with it are they're resting it on top. Otherwise, the other thing I've seen is like on the power strap, sometimes the Velcro starts separating from the actual like strap itself. But a little glue will fix that. Like, but otherwise,
staple that shit. Be a man.
Staple it. Do whatever you want to do. But yeah, you could fix it really easy. But those are the main ones I've seen. A lot of it is like people with the boas just resting their board on it, and you see like the boa harness. Yeah, we'll call it a harness for now.
Yeah, the cover.
Just like not the cover, but the actual plastic piece that holds the boa part in.
Oh,
just gets ripped at the stitching from people sitting on their board, and then it pulls across. And that's like what I've seen. But as for like compared to other companies, I don't think it's anything like terrible. I think it's the same. Like, but yeah, it's just the materials they use. They're not using like heavy duty plastics or anything like that. They're using a lot of the leathers, and that's like where it gets destroyed on. But otherwise, a lot of it's user error.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I see is there's a lot of user error, and suddenly it's a manufacturing defect, and I'm like, no, you fucking put your boot on and then shuffled your feet for 3 miles before you got to the resort.
Yeah. Well, and then a lot of it is a lot of people that don't snow or that aren't snowboarders, but they snowboard, they buy Vans because they look good as shit. Like, they look amazing. They look like a regular tennis shoe, and it looks cool. And those people don't know what they're doing out there. So, yeah, they're probably going to mess it up a lot easier. And then like, this boot shouldn't have done that. And you're like, no, you shouldn't have done that. And that's what a lot of it is, too. And those are the people that will go on and be like, I had an issue with my boot because it wouldn't support my board sitting on it, and it broke. And it's like, no shit. And you got a metal edge bouncing on there. Like, you just have a knife. And that's what a lot of it is. But quality-wise, I don't think so. I think they make a good quality boot. It's going to pack out, so make sure you get it bigger. Or get it smaller.
Smaller, not bigger.
Sorry.
We're not sizing up over here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Who was it? Some idiot influencer person was telling people to size up their boots. And I was like, that is the worst fucking advice. And they're like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, oh, really? Okay.
Boy, that rode the clues.
Yeah. You're fucking sponsored by an Amazon goggle company. Shut the fuck up. All right. From Glub Blub. What free ride board do you recommend for an East Coast rider moving out to the Pacific Northwest? 5'9", 130 pounds, size 8 boots. I have no experience with directional boards, only cambered jib noodles. So then you're just dipping your toe in, bud. We don't need to go hardcore with this. You're just dipping your toes in. What you truthfully need is a directional twin. That's a good That's a good segue to get into that.
Mhm.
And you want something that's kind of damp, but not. I think I got
Are the boards here? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
You want to go get that?
I'm going to.
Okay. I'll continue then. Yeah, I would probably go with like a directional twin or something like that. I'd probably say something like an alternator or by Nitro, or even like a Capita Mercury would be a great option for you. Make sure you get it in something in your size, possibly a little bit bigger, just to help with the flow, because it is going to be wet cement and it's not going to be like anything you've ridden. Something like that, or even like a Jones Mountain twin would be a great option for you, where it's still got that camber like you're used to, and then spoon on the tip and tail with a little rocker in there to help with the float. You could set it back then, and that'll also help you transition to more of that directional board like you're probably going to want to ride, like once you get used to everything out there.
Not boards. I think these are the bindings the battalion rep ordered for me when he found out I snapped those black labels, which we'll see. Ooh, recycled packaging. So happy. Yep. Astro Sims. So might be reviewing the these this year.
You want to give this guy a recommendation real quick?
for a board?
Yeah, I told him a Mercury or an alternator.
Alternator's solid for up there. I mean, dude, like a ride algorithm would be fine. Yeah. And if you want something with a little taper, get the deep fake.
There you go.
I'm excited. I got new bindings. Because these ones, the heel cups are still in one piece. Mine are in multiples. The only problem is these have the canting on them. Ugh. Oh well. But yeah, I mean, I think like a deep fake would be solid. You know, you got options with that. You don't want to go too crazy. That's why I'm thinking like just a slightly directional twin would be fine too. So, yeah. All right. Okay, let's look around. All right. All right. We'll take this one from Asthmatic. Just bought the Flux XF and the Bent Metal Core Pro and deciding what to ride on the Karua Dart. Thoughts? Bent metals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easier to find replacement parts too.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Take this one from Colton Buchanan. Are the Supermax getting a carbon high back upgrade? They're getting a whole new version called the Carbon.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be sending us a set of those. I think in like 2-3 weeks. So
sweet. Did you ask for a mellow?
Yes. So as for the mellow, well, so we got to talk to Greg, the rep, but corporate is sending us Sensor Team, Sensor Pro, Mellow, and Supermatic Carbon. Everything else that you haven't ridden, I'm going to ask Greg to bring to the demo so we can just grab it in April. Yeah, because otherwise we've got almost everything they have here for you to ride. So
yeah, I just need the beta or the Gamma APX.
No, you should have a Gamma APX.
Just a Gamma.
Oh, then I've got it sitting here.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So we got Molderor. What boots have the smallest footprint besides Burton? Used to ride Adidas, hate the brand, but had the smallest footprints. Since they stopped, I'm lost. Nitros have a pretty small footprint. Some of the ride stuff does. Everything
I'd
keeps
say
getting smaller.
I'd say Ride, K2, Nitro are all going to have smaller footprints than Burton does. Like, and I don't even think it's close. But yeah, I'd say Ride is probably going to have the smallest footprint out there.
Yeah.
Like my size 10s look like size 8s on Vans.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, coming soon. Coming soon.
Oh.
That was close. All right. We got Gunnar Felstool. Thoughts on the judging at X Games Knuckle Hug? You mean big air without the jump? Because that's what it turned into. They built the tiny little lip for him.
And then they bitched about it when they actually used it like a jump. And they're like, they're not even dragging the knuckle. And you're like, you shouldn't have put a lip there.
Yeah. Like, X Games
yeah.
took a fart.
It was, I don't know. I like that rookie dude won. That was cool. I thought they were going to give it to Zeb again after he did the same trick that he did the year before, but almost took off, what's his name's head. Can't remember who did it, who did the board pick for him, but I don't know. I think it's kind of a stupid event, if you ask me. But
well, I never thought it was stupid. I think they've turned it into a stupid event.
That's fair.
That's where I'm at. I don't know. I honestly don't watch X Games because I find it boring as fuck. It's like, oh, no creativity. Oh, no creativity. The only good thing to watch at X Games this year was the women's snowboarding. They were actually way better than the dudes.
I mean, who was it? Dylan Alito did a 1-footer backflip. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, but they had to
It took him 3 tries.
50% of his points because he rides for Never Summer.
I thought it was even more impressive. I was like, damn, all right. He sets it pretty big, and I was like, okay.
He set that thing fucking deep.
Yeah, it took him 3 tries to get it looking good and stuff. So if he was doing it for a video part, yeah, sure. But in a contest, there were some weird people in that contest. I was like, why is Dylan here? Why is Miles? No offense to Miles, but more of a rail guy than knuckle hut guy, I think. But
Miles grew up as a jump kid, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
I see more of as a rail rider now.
Yeah, that's what he does now. It's just like Justin Phipps only rides rails, but he grew up as a jump kid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of over it. Sal Mascala or whatever was bitching about it. Like they're not the only one using the knuckle is like Zeb, and you're like, all right, well, I guess because his fucking nose of his board just drags across the knuckle, and he can't help that. Like, what do you want? Like, but yeah, I don't know. It was all right of a contest. I had more fun watching the ladies go than the guys because the ladies is more obtainable. Where it's like, I'm never gonna want to huck a 1200 off the knuckle. It just doesn't seem fun. But a sweet back one method.
You think you could huck a 1200 off the knuckle?
I don't want to. I would never want to. I don't want to do a 1200.
3 900s in my life. That is really dizzy.
I don't have any desire to spin above a 9 or even a 7 at that rate. 7 is probably that's like as steezy as you can get while spinning fast, I think. So maybe a 9. Some people, if you got a big enough jump, a 9 can look really good, but let's get past
Slow your spin rotations. Put more grabs. I want to see a quadruple grab on a 900.
With the spin?
Like every 180, so it's a 720, but every 180, you're just doing a different grab. So you start off back one nose, release, to then you coming around on the 3 and you're doing tail, release, and then you're doing like cab driver, double-handed, release, and then you're like stale fishing or something.
And then finish it off with a method. Really kick it out. Get that last 900 in, or get that last 180 in.
Double shifty back 9.
Shifty back 9.
Yeah, no grab.
Just rewinding the whole way.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of hard.
My little brother used to do those. It was fucking sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. We'll take this next question from DWD Boards. I had a board fixed that was delamming between the edge and the sidewall behind my rear foot's heel. Now my board feels weird riding switch. I ate shit first day. Back out with it. Why? Go look at that heel edge and see if it's separated again.
Either that or depending on where it originally separated, did it say on the top sheet or in the bottom?
Yeah, it's at the edge and the sidewall.
Yeah, you might need to run it on, if they epoxied it, there might be epoxy still on your heel edge. So you might need to run it over like a grinder or something to re-get that edge in line. That might be the problem too. Because if you epoxied it and it dripped over, you have no metal edge there because the epoxy will just stick to it until you grind it off or like cut it off. So that might be something as well.
Yeah. Well. All right. So, Stefan H. Thoughts on updates to union bindings next year? Felcor, Atlas / Presser. I asked for them all.
Yeah.
So,
they look really good. And like the Falcor looks like a space binding now. It looks wild, dude. Like, it makes sense. I like that they're actually taking the technology from the Ultras and putting them into everything else in that sort of like bushing pod system, which is cool. But I think it's well overdue. Like the Falcor has been the same for like 6 years now. They've been like tweaking toe straps on it, but it's time. Yep. And then, they're getting rid of the FC. I don't know if you heard that, but the binding that nobody ever needed, but
it went bye-bye.
It went bye-bye.
From Colton Buchanan, when are you guys coming to Europe for a Thirsty Thursday? # Guinness farts. You paying for us? Jesus Christ, dude. I got to update my fucking passport.
I do too.
Mine expired in 2020, I think. So,
I don't know what mine was.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's not in the cards right now. We're trying to work on some bigger things, but in order to get the financing where we want it and to get things to grow the way we want, like, I got to stop spending money on stupid shit. Fucking sad.
Like clues. No.
Hey, we made our money back. That video.
We made our money back on those.
That video literally broke even for the cost of everything. It hasn't made profit, but that was a zero-sum video. So we're good on that. You know, I was worried that was never going to break even, but it broke even. No, like some of these videos we do, I'm just like, this is never going to make money. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Throw it out in the wild and hope that it works. All right. We got Ivan Drago. Comrades, would like to know what TC's favorite menu item is at Taco Bellski. # RIP Apollo Creed. # RIP L Stacker.
Whatever the $5 box is, it's a $12 box here, but whatever that is, that's the go-to. Otherwise, just good old-fashioned like 7 or 8 soft shell tacos and hot sauce. That's the go-to. Like,
do you just mush them all together and then just like
No, I roll them up and make them into like little taquitos, pretty much, and just nom, 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 nom. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Because some days it's just a good soft shell taco. Otherwise, what was Crunchwrap Supreme is always pretty damn good. Chalupa. Chalupa. But then I always feel like shit after I ate a chalupa, so it's like it's too much grease. Just give me the fake meat, the tortilla, and the lettuce and cheese.
I don't think I've eaten anything from a Taco Bell in 15 years, and that was only because it was a necessity and it was the only thing open at 1 a.m. So I got a quesadilla and it made me sick. And it was just cheese. It was a cheese quesadilla and it made me sick.
It's too rich for your blood.
Probably.
Can't handle it.
My stomach's too weak for fast food now. But I did go to La Perla yesterday and got the El Pastor smothered burrito.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
Ooh, this isn't blank. All right.
Dude, we got Domino's when we were in Aspen.
Yeah.
Fucking shit my brains out. Haven't had that in months. And it was like, we ate it, went to bed, 4 a.m. Uh-oh. Almost shit the bed. I almost shit the bed. That would have been a rough cleanup for Airbnb. Yeah.
Oh God, you'd be paying the hazardous hazmat fee. Dude, that happened to my friend. He stubbed his toe coming out of the shower on like some piece of metal, and he bled. And his wife actually used to clean Airbnb, so they like bleached everything. They got it out, and they tried to charge him with a hazmat fee, and he's like, no. And they were going back and forth, and he's like, I ought to sue you for that sharp metal in there, because he took photos of everything just in case.
Yeah.
Because evidently these people had a review where they had charged someone $1,200 before for this. So they were like, we were paranoid. Yeah. And they went radio silent real fast. So, all right.
I love that Airbnb.
Nick Lloyd wants everyone to know, wish I could make it out for Thirsty Thursday, but I'm not able to. Hopefully someone next week. So cool. Next week, we're putting the ticket to Thirsty Thursday on the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Or put it back on and let's see if we can win it this week.
That requires picking up a marker and writing in my Jerry.
We don't have to
do it next week. I'm over it.
Good on you, Nick, though, for getting in touch with us.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So, Feng Wei, what do you think of the Japanese brands such as Yonex? I want to ride one so fucking bad. Gray, never heard of them. Gentum Stick, mass-produced ones are better than the hand-built ones. They're extremely popular in the Asian market. That they are.
I want to try the Yonex. The Gentum Sticks look beautiful in person. Scared as shit to flex it, though. We had one of the handmade ones at Evo when I was there. And I went to flex it, and I could just hear it settling really fast before I even put pressure into it. And I was like, you know what? We're not going to do that because I've heard it's notorious for the top sheet cracking. Dude, but I've heard they're really fun too.
Yeah, my friend he bought one for his wife. Bought it at Milo. Got in the car, drove to Powder Mountain. She made one lap, fell on an open run with just a little push mount. The board wrapped lightly around it, spider webbed and de-lammed. And she's just like chunks of it were falling off. And he's like, that's not supposed to do that. He comes back. He drives because they lived in Salt Lake. So they ride the rest of the day. They drive back. He's back 5-6 hours later, walks in with it. And they're like, you're back? What's up? And he's like, look at this thing. He's like, Aaron fell and this is what happened. And they were just like, oh my God. They're like, you buy a lot of boards from us and you've never done this. So we know you're not trying to screw us. And they were like, yeah, we'll just give you your money back. And I was like, damn. Yeah. So, all right. We got a super chat from Andorlik. Getting back into it after 15 years off, size 11 ions, 90 kilograms, got the flagship 64, got the meteorite bindings for cheap. How much stiffer is the Mercury? Will I be fine in the meteorites? Hashtag clueless. I mean, it's noticeably stiffer.
It's noticeably stiffer for sure, but Travis, he rides the Mercury or the meteorites with the flagship. And he likes it. It's all about preference, really.
Yeah, but Travis is not 90 kilograms.
That's true. That is very true.
Travis is about 65.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I probably would go with the Mercuries. Well, yeah, I would definitely go with the Mercuries myself. So
I would tell you to get the Mercuries too. I mean, if you don't want to spend the money, keep rolling the meteorites. But if you're willing to invest coming back after 15 years, or you can return them and then take that money and put it towards the Mercuries, do that. That's where I'm at. Let's give this man a spin.
What currency is NOK?
Norwegian kroner.
That's cool. All right. Didn't know that.
Okay. Let's see. Scrolling down here. Oh, Ruff has a super chat for you. TC took the spaceship behind him to the future. Can he please try the flipping mini pipe with it?
They cut the mini pipe with the 22-foot pipe dragon.
Yeah, the mini pipe ain't mini anymore.
It is not.
The thing's 19, 20 feet.
Yeah, it's only 19 or 20 feet long. It's a chode pipe.
You're going to get about 3 hits in it.
Yeah.
And it was brick ass today. That thing would not have been fun.
Actually, the board probably would have been still on the wall. I would have ran into the wall with it. That's what would have happened if I would have tried to spin that trick with it. It would have just nose straight into the deck.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we got Averin rigged this. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got a super chat here from Beziums. Ride banana hammock, drink Malort, and spin for Slim. Hashtag RIP L Stackers Adventures. Rest in peace. The question is, who's bringing Malort to Thirsty Thursday? There is a Malort drought in Summit County right now. Ooh, this isn't blank. All right. Let's see. I like this comment from NKGJI. Who knew Angry does unboxing? The worst fucking unboxing video. Like, oh, I got something. And I'm like, fucking throw it in the corner. Like, I'm the fucking worst. The other day I was moving some stuff around and I was like, when the fuck did I get these? I'll like pull out some brand new bindings and I'm like, was I supposed to give these away? I was like, what am I doing with these? I have no clue what I'm doing with them. I'm like, I guess we'll make a video with them. Which
maybe
actually we're supposed to be giving away these at some point too. You and I got to figure out a giveaway with this. The Supermatics. I'm thinking we need to make one for the geriatric rippers. Because there are a lot of people making comments about how they can't bend at the waist, but they love to go snowboarding. I was like, it is a physical activity. If you can't bend in the waist, how the fuck do you turn? Like, you got to use those hip movements. Are you just like this?
all shoulders.
Yeah, like fucking
all
like
shoulders and foot steering.
Perry out there on the hill.
Just out there foot steering. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Well, we could do unboxing videos with all the shit they send us. We could. It'd be kind of boring, but we could.
Yeah. Well, instead of doing
just 20 boards in a box, and you're like, look at that. Oh, cool.
Oh, look at the button. No, way back in the when I was like really launching the YouTube channel, I tried to do like vlog unboxing things. They got no views, and I was like, these are pointless and stupid. And I was like, I don't want to fucking do this shit. So I stopped.
You were too early. You were too early on it.
No, I don't think I was too early. I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, this is like, I'm not like most people are like, oh, it's so cool. I got all this. And I'm like, more fucking boards arrived. Here we go. There's 35 in here. And then I can go through and I find one. I was like, I want to ride this today.
Now.
And that's it.
Oh, we lost. Oh, there he is. You back?
I didn't go anywhere. Maybe. I'm still here.
There you are.
Am I?
Yeah, now you're back.
Yeah, exactly. Unboxings are dumb. I don't have the energy for it. You know? Let's see. Okay, we'll take this super chat from Justin Miller. Snapped my arm yesterday doing a front one. Ouch. What's up with you and Bert and B for bad product? Yes. What's the story? We've already told it. Also, let me get a spin.
Yeah, you can get that.
Click the links. That's what you get. I was very disappointed in you.
No, but hey, you know what? Make front ones great again. That's what we're saying this year.
I don't know. And Burton stopped shitting into jugs and huffing the Jankum. Maybe I'll listen to him. Like, fucking clueless ass brand. But I don't feel like I need to.
They just make it really hard to work with. That's the real thing. They put snowboard businesses out of business, like shops out of business. Like that's the real thing. If you really want to know, go watch like it was before we went on break, I think. Or go watch one with Bernie. Go watch the interview we did with Bernie, and he'll tell you all about them and why he doesn't like them either. And that'll pretty much summarize everything we got going on.
Yeah, right there. So that was 2 live streams ago.
Yeah. You'll see a man at first, and then towards the end of the stream, you won't see anything. It'll just be a black room. But
yeah. Let's see. Looking for. Okay, we'll take this one from Tanky. Are flex bindings crap or are they a solid brand? Found a pair on sale but unfamiliar. Been around what since when are they? They're over 25 years old now. 23.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah,
I know
they
it's hard to
pulled out.
find
They
places
pulled out
for
of North America.
Oh.
They fired everyone and pulled out. So, like, there's still some places that sell them, but it's not like what it was. There's no distribution and whatnot. Really big chassis, like really big dead spot underfoot and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We'll take this one
fixed a lot of
from
those.
Zero. What's up?
I fixed a lot of fluxes in my day. They always came in with broken something on them.
The good thing was Burton Parts worked with them.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it was impossible to find an actual flux part. I don't know if that's the case now. I assume it's impossible to find the actual flux part now, but like, you know.
Yeah. All right. 0 mile ADV. I have a 158 Spring Break Resort Twin that I'm looking to sell. I prefer the black Snowboard to death. I'll give someone a good deal 2 days on it. So if you're looking for a 58, I have nothing. He's selling. It's between you two on that. I don't think he's going to rip anyone off, though, because he's been a regular on here forever. So, all right. Join Angry Snowboarder VIP. All right. So Himbo Slice, Thirsty Thursday date, 2/22/24. So the 22nd of this month. We'll be doing it at Ski Cooper. You need to buy your ticket at least 48 hours in advance to get that $30 ticket. We are not responsible for your transportation. We are not responsible for your lift tickets. We're not even responsible for you having a good time.
I was going to say, we are not responsible for you either. So,
yeah. We're not going to feed you either. You're on your own.
No.
Yeah. All right. We'll take this super chat from Insulin801. I farted on the bus to Brighton more than once yesterday. Hashtag spray skiers. Hashtag spray vloggers. You're doing the Lord's work out there, man.
Just crop dust in the bus. And you know it's like a delayed reaction too if he's got like any sort of bibs on or an ninja suit. Like that probably didn't start to stink until like the second fart already came out. You're like, oh, and you smelled it before anybody else did, just straight up there. Ugh. That's why you don't want those magnets on your face mask because that fart just gets stuck in there and it fogs up your goggles.
Just huffing your own farts, getting high on the jingle. TC rig this. TC rig this.
I did for a fart question.
Oh, this is great. Josiah is bringing some craft malort to Thirsty Thursday.
You just fermenting like chew spit? Like what is
that?
No,
did you order a bottle of the pumpkin spice malort?
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
No, they did it, but it was like $300 a bottle. It was like a one-off because Nick tried to get some at Castaways as a joke. And the allotment was really weird.
Is he does have malort at Castaways, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's a Chicago guy.
Yeah, that's gross.
Right. So this question's for you from Beziums. Is TC bringing his BBC to Thirsty Thursday? I think it'll be returned back to the rep by then.
I think so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we're going to be riding our stuff for once.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to ride, but I'm going to ride something that day.
Yeah. Okay, what do we get? Oh, click the links. Click the links. Okay. From Yuma Yamamoto. Thinking of buying the LibTech TRS from one of your videos. Is it a good board for aggressive carving in East Coast conditions? Anything better that's still decent for jump lines and a little jibbing? I mean, it's got magnet traction on it. That board is stiff. If you're looking for like a twin park board, still good edge hold, I'd look at it like a Crew Auto, or you could even, K2 Hypnotist, if you keep the edges sharp, will be fine.
What about the Rider's Choice C3?
It's going to be softer than the TRS. It still carves well, but it's more approachable. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I haven't seen a TRS in person in years.
Yep. All right. And we got our boy Car Wreck. Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I learned to hold an edge on ice and not die in progress. Pretty soon you'll learn how to ride your heel side edge on a traverse and you'll be an advanced rider. Did you see that video from Kevin from Snowboard?
Yeah, we talked
How to tell
about
if you're an
that.
advanced rider. You can ride on your heel edge on a traverse. And I was like, I see fucking people that sit down to use their step-ons heel side traversing at the basin. It's like, doesn't mean they're advanced. They don't need to be going out east wall.
That's a fluffer video.
Oh, dude. That's a video from
good.
someone. That's a video from someone that's never progressed past a blue run.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I like this one from Himbo Slice. Everyone annoy Thurs snowboards until they cave and send Avern and TC boards. If you want a company to send us shit, your new job is to hound them to do it. I've hit the point where I'm sick of reaching out and dealing with the back and forth. They can reach out, like you annoy them and tell, and when you do, you can be like, oh, it's not one or two boards. You have to send the whole fleet.
What is TUR?
They're Swedish?
Turds?
Norwegian? I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah. They're fucking from Eurolandia.
Oh, yeah, it's very good.
Okay. All right, we got this one from Wallabeezy360. I ding my headspace on a rail right where the edge ends on the nose, literally where it ends. Is that a problem area that might need repair? There is a slight separation, barely noticeable. Shove some epoxy in it and then file it down. That's what that tip fill and why they do the tucked edges. But if it's right where the edge is, that's now a weak spot. If you do that again, you can pull the edge out.
So, yeah, I would just a little epoxy on it, clamp it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's no core there. It should be a little after that, actually. But yeah, you'll be fine either way.
Yeah.
Huh. They're made for that shit.
What the hell's going on here? I can't get any more questions after 4:36 p.m. I don't think it's updated.
Did you guys I was like, did you guys stop asking questions or?
I don't know. But Jack Offbeat wants everyone to bring their OG slush slashers to Thirsty Thursday for an angry homie party laps. I'm bringing I'm bringing literally one fucking board for this day.
Everyone's probably bringing my Stratos,
and I'm just like,
so probably bringing just the Stratos or maybe the Aviator. I don't know. I was thinking though, depending on the snow, the Cool Bean might be really fun. Yeah. I was like that. I haven't ridden that board in years, so that might be really fun to do. Actually,
if you bring your Cool Bean, I'll bring mine, and we can go bean flicking. Because you have a 44 too, don't you?
Yes. I think it's 4 feet 7 inches. I think it's a 44.
Yeah, that's what mine is. I have to figure out where I put it.
It's in the living room.
I think it's behind the female mannequin. I think it's in the stack with the IPP boards. There's too many fucking snowboards. I still think it's hilarious that this dude was trying to flex them. He's like, my house is worth $150K. And I was like, I've got over $100,000 worth of snowboards in my living room.
Wait, his house is worth $150K?
Yeah, he thought that was like a big flex. He's like, my house is worth $150K. And I was like,
he's got a motorhome. A single wide. It's not even a double wide at that rate.
I was like, $150K. You couldn't even afford a deed restricted studio in Breckenridge that's 300 feet. Like, yeah. All right. Well, we got this one from Connor Mangum. Our Vans boot liners, heat moldable. Don't know much about molding liners. They are. Take them to a shop if you don't know much. Let them explain it to you. Do not put them in your oven or your dryer.
And don't put a hot
blow dryer.
Thank you. A hot blow dryer on it because you could melt it if you don't know what you're doing. And just let them do it. They got special machines for it that they spend thousands of dollars or got free. So just let them do it. Bring your snowboarding socks, though.
Yeah. All right. We'll take this one from Farid Fajij. Fajai? I'm sorry, I don't speak Farsi. I assume it's Farsi. Best inserts for under my feet and my boots. Thoughts on stiffener inserts. So I'm a big Remind guy. That's what works for my foot. I'm huge on that. But so there's Remind, there's shred soles. If you want something stiffer, you could do the custom like Cetus TC had those all last year.
Yep, still rocking them this year. But yeah, those are definitely stiffer for sure. Like you're gonna feel some shit through those, so keep that in mind. But it is really good arch support. They're custom, so they mold into your foot and everything. And it's anybody else puts their foot in it, they're gonna be like, "This is a piece of shit." But yeah, the Remind ones, if you need something stiff and like cushiony still, like with or vibration absorption, that'll work for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah. Customs are going to set you back like $200 instead of like 40.
Yeah, that's one of the big things.
Mm-hmm.
Like you pay when it comes to customs because you're getting that work done. And what most people don't tell you is, oh, I got custom liners. Yeah, you probably need to go back and make at least 1 to 2 more visits to tweak some stuff.
Yeah, it's for the most part. But yeah, depending on, I mean, if you're in Denver, go to Evo, get them done there. They're really good at it. Where I actually didn't have to redo mine, surprisingly. But like, it's free for you to go back and just get it tinkered with a little bit. And snowboard boots, you're probably not going to have to as much because ski boots just suck like that if it's not perfect in there. So, but
yeah,
if you got the money, go for it.
Yep, exactly. All right, we're going to take this question from JNack17. Are burrito liners better for big ankles, calves than the normal tongue liners? No, because they're designed to suck up more volume in there. So with the wrap in there, so you can mold them out if you're doing like an aftermarket one, like a Intuition and stuff, because I've done that. But then it sticks super high above the cuff of the boot and stuff. So not exactly what you want to do, but
no, so especially if you have. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say you want the tongue liner; they're just better that way. So
yeah, especially if you have a really fat calf. Like if you're a dude with a fat calf, they don't take that into effect for men's boots really as they do for women's. So when you go to like fold that thing, I've seen it where it's barely velcroing like this together, like just the tip, and you're like, all right, well, we're gonna have to use that side boa quite a bit more, but. Yeah, I'd say the standard one's going to be better for like a fat calf.
Well, let's end the poll that we've got going. Should we start extorting snowboard companies? 252 votes. 44% said yes. 12% said no. 30% said why not? You're being accused of it. And 15% isn't that selling out. So we're going to end that poll right now. So, all right. Let's see. We got a super chat here from our boy MB. I need to consume. How would a current Super DOA compare to my 21-22 Rome Cruiser? I'm intrigued by the tech, but don't need anything stiffer in the tip and tail for my main deck than the Cruiser. Thanks. It's comparable. It's twin.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, the tip and tail is soft.
It's got more pop in it.
The tip and tail on the Super DOA are pretty soft, where a lot of like your ollie power and everything is coming from underneath your foot.
Yeah, because
that's the way I feel it.
Because like when you roll back on the tail, there's that flex point where there's that micro flat to rocker or whatever it is.
Yep.
And it engages and then it springs. Everything in the core works right under your foot. So you get that pop. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, let's give this man a spin. So, all right. Ooh, spray some skiers. So you guys are slowing down with your questions. So why don't we get the last ones in here? We'll cut it early today. We'll take this one from Melvin Della Rosario. Why would Jones say Stratos is medium flex, but everyone is saying it's stiff? Because they mismarketed it.
I think it's because the camber on it is so long. Like I bet if once they put it in their Infinity ride machine, when they like gauge it out, they're like, oh, okay. it's about this stiff. But then when you actually ride it with that full camber zone, or not full, but pretty much full,
Yeah.
it's fucking stiff. Like, and I wonder if when they put it in their machine for the Infinity ride, like every other one, if that's just a setting they have it at, and they're like, yeah, that's what it is. And it's like, but I feel like that's stiffer than the flagship. Like, and even mine that I've ridden for 60 days now, 70 days, something like that, it's
Yeah.
still pretty damn stiff. Like, it's still got some girth to it where I'm like, okay, I could still rail an edge on it and pop really hard, but
Yeah.
got to be on it.
All right. Well, we got this one here from Brady Cakes. Thanks for the stickers and taking the time to chat at Copper last week. Fun employment tour has been epic. Smashed so much power at Brighton this week. Yeah, Utah got ham boned. So that's solid. So yeah, it was good meeting up with you. Thanks for swapping stickers. So if you guys do see us like out riding, we will acknowledge you. We're not dicks. Like, we might not make a lap with you, but we will acknowledge you. And usually we have stickers to give out. So yeah. You know, you guys make this possible. So we're not unapproachable. It's just understand we are probably on a schedule.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that was like the guy on, what was it, last Friday when we were riding?
Yeah,
dude's
the
like,
top
hey.
of the Eagle.
Yeah, he's like, TC Avery, like, hey, dude. And he's like, oh, whoa, that's cool. I'm like, yeah. Gave him some stickers and just went on our way.
Gave him some fun facts stickers and went on my way, you know? Like, yeah, that was it. And then Brady Cakes recognized me. We were at Downhill Dukes talking with the Jones rep and one of the local guys. And so he and I talked really quick and swapped some stickers and, you know, got on his way. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Simon asks, what's going on with Yes next year? Are they keeping the unink line? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They'll also have the extreme version of boards.
Yeah. And they'll have unink bindings? Is that what they're doing with the colorways on there? I don't know. They look like unink colors, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're keeping them. They're just getting rid of the hybrid. So.
Okay.
Buy it if you want it.
Nico Blunk, thoughts on the bent metal action? I love that binding. Like, that's actually a really good unibody binding for the price. You can put it on anything. It's not like high performance. It's not low performance. It's a meat and potatoes binding that just gets the job done. Label. What days do you guys usually go ride? Saturdays at 11 a.m. only. Got to be out there when all the people are there. No, we're like Monday through Friday, guys. We're midweek. You know, like the weekend is for people that can't get up there. I can't deal with lift lines like that anymore. I'm just like, I'm fucking out.
I do Sundays very
if the lift
rarely.
line looks like it has 40 people in it, I will skip that lift and go somewhere else. I'm just like, oh, it's too busy. I can't deal with this.
Yeah, I'll go on some Sundays, but that's only if I'm riding with some homies that can't make it up because they're working, something like that. And I'm going to be there for like an hour and a half max. Like, sorry, guys, I just can't do this. There's also football on. So, yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Monday through Friday.
Isn't the Taylor Swift Bowl going on this weekend?
It is. It is.
I am still disappointed in the city of Buffalo for not throwing chicken wings at her.
Yeah, they were respectful, you know?
Losers. Bunch of losers. You had the chance to throw a fucking chicken wing at Taylor Swift, and none of you took it. Builds Mafia is a bunch of bitches.
It's Taylor Swift versus Marissa Tomei this Super Bowl.
Oh, my money's on Marissa Tomei.
She's a huge San Fran fan, so
she's
awesome.
She's Aunt May.
Yeah, she is Aunt May. I was just thinking of my cousin Vinny every time he says Marissa Tomei. I'm like, yep.
She's the topless stripper in The Wrestler.
That is true. I forget about that as well.
She still looks good for her age. I'd take her out on a nice steak dinner, and I'd call her again.
And I would call her again.
All right. We got this one from JWT. Looking to replace a 2016 Rome mod with Targas, doing mostly free ride all mountain in Salt Lake City resorts. I was thinking ride Super Pig with ride A8s. I like camber. You do realize you're going from a true twin to a very directional board with the Super Pig that is volume shifted. They do not sit in the same category.
That's true. But it is twin on the side cut at least.
Yes.
So you got that going for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is definitely going to be a different feel, but those two together go like peas and carrots, you know? So it's a good combo.
Right.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, we got John Sliney. Rome Party Mod or Capita Indoor Survival. Got a Rome Ravine as my daily driver, but want to add a softer park board. You want flat to rocker? You go Party Mod. You want camber? You go indoor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, this is funny. From Flying Cow. That was me at Copper on Friday. You guys are the best. I'm glad you think that, man. A lot of people don't.
Love it.
No, stoked. So yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, dude.
Stickers. If you can make it to Thirsty Thursday on 222, you should show up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Beziums with the super chat. You getting Rangoons tonight? No, I'm fucking broke. They raised my rent, man. I got to come up with an extra $200 a month now. Fuck. Plus, I still have to feed TC.
Yep.
Ben ain't cheap.
And I was going to say, as you know, Taco Bell is not cheap up here, contrary to popular belief.
Cucked. Next person gets a spin. All right. So that goes to Tom Foolery. When are you guys cruising to Mammoth? Half past never, probably. Not this season. I only have one Mammoth story, and it wasn't fun. And I didn't even get to ride. We were driving a Hummer, a Generation 1 military-grade Hummer from 1989 from the backside of Mount Rose to Mammoth when the transmission decided to lock up into limp mode. 3 miles per hour. Just creeping. Then we had to get it towed. Then we had to rent a box truck and leave the Hummer up in Mammoth and drive because no rental car. So we had to rent a U-Haul from Bishop. We had to get a ride to hitchhike to Bishop to get a ride, to throw a bunch of folding chairs in the back, to throw the Echelon team in it, to drive it back to LA. And fucking ridiculous.
It just reminds me of Home Alone with the polka guys in the back of the U-Haul. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, but we didn't have the little door between the cab and that. So every time we stop, I'd have to get out and open the thing. And I opened it, and there's like 4 state troopers looking at us. And I was like, oh, my God, they think we have illegals. And then they realized it was a bunch of white people, and they were just like, oh, okay. Whatever. But it was great. Like, the guys sitting in the back, we got them a 6-pack, and they just sat in lawn chairs back there. And I was like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we sang 100 bottles of beer on the wall. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, that had to be loud as shit back there.
Oh, yeah.
Hot, dark.
Just pitch black. Like,
oh, yeah.
I guess maybe they had those little touch lights in them. I don't know if they did back then.
No, it didn't. It had no lights. It's fucking awful.
Just everybody holding up a lighter just for a little bit of light.
Turning their phones on.
That was in the day of the flip phone, so there probably wasn't even a flashlight on that bitch.
It was awful. Ouch, you lose. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh God, this is awful. On Saturday, I spent 8 hours in the car to Kirkwood only to get turned away because the lot was full. I would fucking strangle the lot attendant. Like, I would murder them.
Yeah, I would be like, no, I'm going to take a look for myself. I just spent 8 hours in the car. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. This is one for you from BZ on the super chat. I'm thinking about flying out for Slash and Burn. Is it worth the weekend BS trying to get up there? So you can actually fly to Hayden Airport, and then you're only like 30 minutes away, like 20, 30 minutes depending. So,
and it's really cheap for like a shuttle from Hayden as opposed to from Denver.
Yeah.
It's at least $100 each way from Denver.
No, it's now 180 one way.
Oh, yeah. And then it's 3.5 hours, and hopefully you make it, or hopefully the shuttle doesn't leave without you. I've had that happen to me before.
Yeah.
My flight got delayed a little bit, and the shuttle left. I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And they're like, "Well, you
when
got
I
to
lived
wait
in
3 hours."
Steamboat, I would take the commuter flight from DIA to Hayden
Mhm.
if I had to when I was coming back from the East. And everyone's like, it's like an extra 80 at the time, it was like $89. And I was like, yeah, I'll pay that fucking $89 because at least when I land in Hayden, like I can call someone and be like, get your ass out here and pick me up now. Or I can
Yeah,
hitchhike back to Steamboat if I have to.
yeah, and like
So
I've had it where I've gotten picked up from Hayden Airport, and the dude I was sitting next to on the plane, there was 3 of us, and we just were like, "Well, I'll just all sit up front." And then the guy's like, "Yeah, I don't have a ride into Steamboat." I'm like, "Fucking hop in, dude. Who cares?" Turns out he was going to jail, but he had
he
he
was
had a
nice.
DUI. He was super nice. No, he even gave us like $100. He's like, "Go have dinner on me." But yeah, he got a DUI, so he was just like, "I was here for Texas week, and I got a DUI." Like, okay,
Had
that
to
was
come
poor
up and
planning.
do his 7 days in jail or whatever.
Yep. Yep. It had to come up. He fell asleep in the car. He wasn't even driving it, so I felt really bad for the dude. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's super easy to get from Hayden to Steamboat. It's easier to get from Hayden to Steamboat than it is from Denver to Steamboat. And
It's
yeah,
easier
it's
to get
worth
from
it.
the Vail Airport to Steamboat than it is the Denver Airport because when you
Yeah.
land in Eagle Vale, you can take the back way up through Oak
Yeah.
Creek
Yeah,
too.
134 to 131, I think. I
Yeah,
think those are
something
the 2
like
roads,
that.
something like that.
You don't have to drive 70.
No.
You
Or if you want to, you can be on 70 for 10 minutes and it'll cut down like 20 minutes. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's worth it to go up for Slash and Burn. There's going to be a big party. They actually have seating for everybody this year. It'll be at OTP, so it'll be a sweet venue. But yeah, it's always really fun. The whole event is super fun. They have like a DJ down there. You get beer, all that shit. Even if you don't race well, you can still have fun. There's like 400 people there, all having a good time. And Steamboat's just awesome to ride. Like if you don't have an Icon pass, you can buy a race pass, and that'll be good for the whole mountain as well. So, I mean, I think it's worth it, especially if you haven't ridden Steamboat. But yeah,
Well, yeah, you buy a race pass on Sunday after you've raced on Saturday because the kids are racing on Sunday, and then you go ride the whole mountain.
that's true.
You gotta learn how
And
to
you go to
game
the
the
front of the
system.
line.
You gotta game the system. You lose. Ouch. Okay, we got this one from MC Ruse. Your reviews and live stream suggestions got me on the battalion. Adam has been the perfect binding for me. Thanks for the advice. I must owe some support for rent when I get a paycheck. You don't owe shit, man. Don't worry about me. I'll figure it out. We always do. We always do. All right, let's see.
I think it
Okay.
starts selling semen and plasma.
Yes.
Not
Again.
together, but
All right, Curtis 500. I heard Pall Mall is going to privatize part of the mountains. Is that true? Yes. They're turning one section into, it's like 3 runs or 3 chairs. I can't remember. Something like that. But yeah, that's what's going to happen there. So
how do you keep the people out?
yeah. So no, you lose. Anyways, guys, I think we're going to call it a day. You guys were great. We'll be back next week. Someone might even and stop blowing up the spot, TC.
Sorry, Jason. He's HOA Jason. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. We got stuff to do. Videos dropping, shit like that. We'll be back next week. Remember to check the cultural mystery link of the week, and there's some video stuff I put down there for anyone that's looking for some stuff to stoke them out. And we'll be back next week. So have a good one, guys.
Later, guys. Thanks.